update, maybe an overview of the things that have been happening on Mid-Larry Road, right out from Frank Larry Road in Northport. On the 15th of this month, our fire department got a call about a smell um, around the Huntington Meadows, Huntington Gardens, Mid-Larry Road area. Uh, Chief Marshal's forces went out. Took about 30 minutes to find the cause of the smell, but when they did, they went into action. They called EMA with our director, Nick Lolly, here from the Tuscaloosa County EMA. Um, Within minutes, ADEM was notified, and then within 12 hours, ADEM was on the scene, um, determining what all was going to be involved. Apparently, it was an oil spillage of some kind. Um, as most people know, it's been well publicized. It was made known to us yesterday. There will be a criminal investigation as to the oil spillage. I'm not going to define, if it was man-made or accidental or anything like that. We know it was a spill, and it's being investigated by ADEM. I know that on social media, the city of Northport, got Councilwoman Jamie Dykes, who represents District 4, and myself, along with other council members. Some people have been, sort of bashing Northport for not doing much in the way of letting everybody know what's going on. Well, first of all, this piece of property is not in Northport city limits. The protocol was followed. The fire department, that the property that the spillage is on is covered under the Northport Fire Department's jurisdiction, but it's not in the city limits. They took proper steps, followed protocol. Everybody was notified. Now it's in the hands of ADEM and the EPA. Everything has been done by the city of Northport that it should have been done, could have been done. I know when the fire department arrived on the scene, they went ahead and put out booms to prevent the flow of any of the oil spillage from going any further. ADEM came out and they have been working on the site. As far as the time frame of completion, I've been told it's not going to take very long. No definite time frame, but it shouldn't take very long to get this cleared up. But I just wanted to let everybody know that this Northport did follow protocol. Northport taking every step it's supposed to take. We followed the chain of command, and to our citizens, we did what we're supposed to, but I'll entertain any questions that you might have.
Bobby, is there any health threats to folks in that neighborhood because of this stuff?
It'd be just speculatory, Tim. I wouldn't know. I'd be up to the experts, and as far as health related, I'm not one.
So is the company at fault here? Can you speak to that? Like who's at fault?
I know there's a criminal investigation. From what I understand, the property owner has been working diligently with ADEM. There was a third party that had been parking vehicles on that piece of property, but as far as any names, any details, I don't know.
Mr. Mayor, you said that this property is not in the city limits. When we're talking about, making this right and any punitive actions that come, what power does Northport have? And if it's not Northport's responsibility, does that fall to ADEM or the EPA? What are your thoughts there?
Well, the piece of property is located inside Tuscaloosa County's jurisdiction. We have many islands in Northport where you got pocket of city, pockets of county where we're surrounding them. So that piece of property is in Tuscaloosa County's jurisdiction. But it's also in our fire protection, and so that's why we responded. But as far as any issues like that, I had to refer them to the county.
Have you been in communication with Burley Bedrock?
Yes. I invited him to come today. He said that everything was going as what I've said, everything was going according to schedule, according to protocol. They had the invitation to come, but it's just us here today.
How did it happen, and who was this company responsible for the spill? Do you know who's at fault?
I couldn't speculate on that, Tim. I just know there was a spillage. Whether it was intentional or unintentional, I don't know. Don't know the company's name that had the trucks. I just know that they were parking on the piece of property in question.
Now, has there been any confirmed testing for Carroll's Creek? And there's a lot of people concerned about it not polluting the water there.
I do not know of any testing going on. Nick, you know of any testing going on in Carroll's Creek?
That will have to be Nick Lawley, Tuscaloosa County EMA. That will have to be referred over to ADM and EPA. We cannot answer that question because we don't have the manpower or the tools to do that.
In terms of the communication y'all have had with them, you seem really active. I know that they are overseeing everything like Spectrum out there cleaning it up.
Yes, it went really well. I mean, I'll just tell you, Northport Fire, we do this every day on every spill. There's nothing that was been special about this spill that we do on any other call. Northport Fire did exactly what they're supposed to do. They went out to the scene. They found the spillage. They notified us roughly within 30 minutes. By the time they found it, you got to give the time the guys to leave the station, get to the scene, find it, and call us. My employee was out on the scene approximately 20 minutes after that, and ADM was notified between 8:42 and 10:03. Within 12 hours, ADM was here in Tuscaloosa County. So that's really good time for ADM to come. They have a 24-hour window.
If you had any message to the community here, Nick, what would you tell them about the importance of getting this thing cleaned up? And obviously, you guys are working as best as you can, but what's your message to that community or the neighborhood?
Well, as far as the cleanup is concerned, I'm going to leave that to ADM and EPA. We go out to the scene, guys, as EMA. We're not over it, and we go to the scene on request of Chief Marshal and the fire department. And once we get there, we turn it over to ADM, and whatever decisions are made there, testing chemical-wise is your question, and Tim, to answer your question, that is an ADM and EPA answer.
Now, there are some records from ADM that show like a past inspection at the exact same site. It was in 2014. Are y'all aware of that? Do you think there might be any correlation? I don't know. People have seen it and now are thinking, was it retracted that long? Just if y'all could speak to me of that.
I cannot speak to that. That is an ADM question. I wasn't even employed with EMA in 2014.
And just more generally, Mr. Mayor, Chief Marshal, you know that Northport Fire has responded to this area before on any other kind of spill?
Chief?
Sure, I can speak on that. I got notification that there was an anonymous complaint in May of 2014. I looked at our records. We did not have a call in May 2014 to that address. With it being an anonymous complaint through ADM, she probably didn't call. I don't want to speculate, but it was probably sent straight to ADM.
You said you were made aware of the spill on April 15th. Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sure.
was there a reason was this is not considered to be a big deal to wait almost 2 weeks before we have a press conference talking about this?
As I said, it was when we get on the scene. I will say there was one thing different about this spill than any other spill that I've been in 32 years. I've never had to hunt for the spill. It's always somebody showed us where it was, or there was a truck accident or whatever. We find the spill. It's not in the city limits. We got a complaint off of Fairwood Avenue for a smell. We kind of got there, followed the smell, found the sludge, walked up the stream till our personnel there found where it appeared to originate. Then we called in EMA and ADM, and then it's standard protocol. Once they get involved and ADM gets involved, and then the appearance of everything, it became an investigation, and we're kind of out of it. We are in a support role at that time, just like Tuscaloosa County EMA is.
When you think down where it originated, is it coming from a truck or a house or a building?
It was
The source look like?
It was dark. I don't know if you've been to the site, but it appears that it begins at the back of the property, going into that wetland, and then going south from there. At that time, I will go back, that everybody, we didn't mention the city of Tuscaloosa. They were contacted, and my understanding, they were doing some testing on the, since that is a tributary to Carroll's Creek, to the Lake Tuscaloosa, they were going to conduct testing on that. I will give some more information on the site. I've been there just about every day besides about 3 days, and we are 12 days into this. As of today, I went up there. A lot of the product has already been removed. The normal plan on this is if you're up there, you'll see a lot of liquid in there. They will vacuum that out, and then they'll do confirmation testing to see if they've got it all, and then go from there. So it is a step-by-step process.
The odor was initially reported in Haynes, I think, in mid-March. I know that the city's police department approached you back trying to solicit help from the public. Could we be pretty confident saying this is the source of the smell that people have been reporting?
I can't confirm that because I wasn't out there, and it's been in different areas of the city, but I can't confirm that. But that did have a smell that night. That's the way that our units found that source.
Are there any plans to have any kind of air quality test or anything around that area?
There again, that would be up to ADM. And I guess to get back to the question about why it's been so long to have a press conference, as I said to start with, it's really not in our jurisdiction, but we've had so many people been calling us that we wanted to get some information out there to help. But it's ADM's baby, and so they'll keep us informed. But guys, I appreciate y'all coming very much.